Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new season of Howard Community College Lacrosse. Mark Winkle bringing you the action today as the 2022 Howard Dragons men's lacrosse season kicks off today against the Army Preparatory team. A beautiful day out, bright sunny sky, a little bit of wind coming across, but other than that, can't ask for a much better way to start the season as you have the spring sports starting in February. But we are ready to go. The Dragons coming in as the number 6 team in the NJCAA national rankings for the preseason rankings. Going up against this Army Prep team who just played yesterday against Anne Arundel Community College, who are the number 7 ranked team in the nation, and Army winning convincingly 12-3 in that contest.
Number 12, Dawson Clark. Number 13, Jonah Nadius. Number 15, Cal Lambert. Number 17, Evan Plunkett. Number 18, CJ Monterio.
You can hear the public address announcer, Gary Brodzinski, announcing the starters right now. For the Dragons, it is going to be a brand new starting attack line of Caleb Tatum, Zane Dalpy, and Chase Noah, as for what could be a very powerful threesome up top there. Starting midfield for the first midfield attacking would be Max Bruno, Cole Blanche, Brennan Tracy. On defense, they've got returning All-American Connor Gladstone. He'll be anchoring it down alongside Jimmy Connor and Jackson Loftus. And in goal for the Dragons, number 43, Chris Peterson, the freshman goalkeeper out of Saline, Michigan. As this squad is from all over North America. Loftus from Oregon. You have some representatives from Canada, Texas, Colorado, California, South Carolina. They come from all over to play for this team. And it's no doubt that they will be showing off the collection of talent from across this country in today.
Jackson Loftus. And in goal, a freshman, number 43, Chris Peterson.
You can hear the energy from the Dragons wearing their gold uniforms and their shiny new gold helmets. Looking good, looking to play good. Army, they're in all black, as the two goalies will touch gloves and head to their respective ends as they get ready. In the face-off circle, it appears that it is going to be number 15 for Army, Cal Lambert, and for the Dragons, number 29, Zach Wentz. As the first one, it's going to be a contested, still trying to pick it up, and it will be Wentz who picks it up as he gets the first ground ball and face-off win of the season for the Dragons. Howard will get that first midfield in. This will be Chase Noah, number 5, swinging it around the back as Howard will try to get their midfield all in, and they do finally get that and will settle into their offense. Tracy swings it around. Howard will try to set up. It's going to be a diving run there for Dalpy. He's under a lot of pressure, and he decides just to pull it out as Howard will have 30 seconds left on the shot clock to try to get something going. Showing good patience. Blanche looking to make a dodge in. He'll pull it out once again. Howard again showing good patience, enjoying this first possession and trying to get the most out of it. Tracy, he'll make a run in, slides it out, tries to find an open player in front. I believe that was Zajac. And the pass will go out of bounds. And it will be a clearance for Army now. Goalkeeper goes for the long pass. He hits his long stick, and they'll get a good clear, and they'll set up their offense. Aaron Rubling, he's in there as the long stick midi for the Dragons, alongside the short sticks of Jack Slack and Jakota Parker. Slack trying to push his man off. Good double there. Army is able to slide it over. Comes off the pick. He's going to take a shot. Saved by Peterson. Evan Plunkett went for a missile into the top corner, but Peterson read it all the way and catches it cleanly. Howard is able to make the clear there and will get settled down in the form of Caden Brennan. As Howard looks to go to their second midfield here, which is Brennan, Philip Peterson, and number 36, Tyler Stratmeyer. So it looks like Howard actually did have a change in starters there. It is number 6, Brian Zajac, who is on the X behind the cage there, as he has taken the place of Caleb Tatum, it looks like. Slides over, shot, Peterson, goal! And a flag to boot at the end of it. Great pass, great shot, great goal. Philip Peterson scores, Caden Brennan with the assist, and Howard is able to get on the board. Referees will discuss it over about whether it's going to be waved off or not on the flag, because it was after the play, I believe. And the penalty will stick because it was an illegal body check after the play, and therefore it is going to stick. So it's going to be a 2-minute penalty that is assessed to Brendan Mulcahy. So we will have a face-off, but Army playing a man down for 2 minutes. So same two are in the face-off circle for the teams.
Our Dragons goal, number 2, Philip Peterson. Assisted by number 6.
Ball is still loose there, and Howard wins it. Oh no, it's going to be called an off-ball push. So Army will get credit for the face-off win. Double team, and that's going to be a good takeout, and it's going to be Dragon Ball. Slack has it all the way down. Goes for the shot towards the middle. It's going to be knocked away and pushed into the box. It's going to be pushed in the crease, but it is going to be. So Asher Minnick, it looked like, tried to get that shot off and just took a shot. Good defense by Army to prevent the Dragons from getting that man-up goal. Army gets the good clear. It is a windy, blustery day here for those of you who cannot hear it through your screen or wherever you're watching, but I can imagine that it is quite easy to hear the wind more than my voice today, as it is blowing hard here. Army under the double team, still man down. Howard trying to get the ball back, but it's going to be dodged in, shot, saved by Peterson again. As he got just enough that one to knock it away, and Gladstone is able to pick up the ground ball. Howard trying to go for a fast break. What a play by Minnick to dodge it. Pass across, shot, goal! What a fast break for the Dragons, as Zane Dalpy was able to finish it right in front of the crease, give Chase Noah the assist. But a whole lot of credit goes to number 31, Asher Minnick, who was able to dodge through a double team in the middle of the field and get the ball moving. And that was all credit to Minnick. And Howard takes a 2-0 lead against this very strong Army squad. And it's going to be another off-ball push, but Howard gets credit. Dragons will go back to their first midfield. It's going to be a quick shot. And that one by Peterson is just going to, excuse me, not Peterson. That is Bruno who's sails high on that one. Howard's got 10 more seconds to the man up. Trying to get one last opportunity. Good movement. Swings it back. Noah with the shot. That's going to be saved, and a good one. As Noah tried to go low on that, but Evan Richardson read it all the way. And the two teams are now back to even, as Army was able to fight through that. Thrown wildly, the ball's still bouncing around, and it is going to be a turnover. And ball is out of bounds. It is going to be an Army timeout. What a start for the Dragons. So Luke Stratton was under a ton of pressure by the Howard attackers there. And Chase Snow was able to get just enough pressure on him to make Stratton just throw that sideways with nobody there ready to catch it. Dragons do indeed get back possession at midfield, and Army just not quite composed in their clearances right now. A good timeout called by the coach to try to really get control of this team, try to get a little bit more composure. They did so well against Anne Arundel to just really control the pace of the game, control the possession. Dragons just a different beast, bringing in a different pace to the game. So the Dragons are back to their first midfield with Tracy, Blanche, and Bruno out there. This is going to be Noah. He'll just walk it through the end line. Zajac camped right out in front of the goal, trying to find a way to open up. Noah under a lot of pressure, and it's going to be knocked away by McCary. Good job by McCary. But it's going to be taken right back by Zajac. And somehow the Dragons are able to just sneak away with that one. So Zajac gets credit for the goal, his first of the season, as he just picked that one off right in front of the cage. Howard makes it a 3-0 lead. Army wins that one as Howard went with a new face-off man. Terrence Harmon got a run at that one, and it is won cleanly by Lambert, but it's going to be an offsides, I believe, on Army. A bad turnover there as they're just trying to get any kind of possession, and they just give that one away. Howard with a chance to extend their lead once again. Good crowd on hand here. The brand new bleachers put it onto this turf field. About half full right now, and I still see more people coming down the hill looking to be in attendance for this game. Speaking of new things, Dragons just put in a brand new turf field, and it has made a difference so far just in terms of how aesthetically pleasing it is, as well as just the overall performance of it. Shot by Peterson is going to be followed up and shot by the Dragons and goal again. A great hustle play by Caden Brennan, who followed up on the rebound and was able to just swat it into the goal. And Brennan gets credit for his first of the season on a good hustle play. So it's going to be Terrence Harmon back into the face-off circle trying to win one. It's going to be a bit of a hold there, and it will be Army who wins it once more. Lambert dodging in, dishes off shot, and Army will get on the board as Lambert did a great job to dish it off. And a quick shot by Alec Petrandi as he finds the top left corner and is finally the first one to beat Peterson. As the Dragons were caught out a little bit off guard off that face-off. Petrignani was just wide open on that play, and you can't have that. Harmon gets another chance to try to redeem it. Ball is still loose as the two were jockeying for position, and Howard comes away with it. That is, I believe, the long pole who picked that up. It was Aaron Rubling off of the wing who was able to snag that ground ball. And Harmon will get credit for his first face-off win of the season. Bruno. He'll back up a little bit, trying to find some space. Now he'll get a full head of steam. Running forward, taking on just one. He's got a short stick on him. Probably likes that matchup and is trying to take advantage of it, but ultimately just is forced to go back behind the net. Now he'll make another run. Trying to curl around, finds Noah. Noah swings around to Tracy. Noah wide open, he's gonna take a shot, saved as the long stick of the defender that was facing Noah. It looked like the stick broke on that one. He had to run off the field to try to get a new one, and Noah just could not take advantage as his low shot was saved by Richardson. So Army trying to work it around the back of the cage. This is the first time they've done that. A good dodge there. Pass in the middle. Jump shot saved by Peterson. Peterson read that one well as he was going high, and Peterson went high as well. Howard on the fast break once more. Gladstone on the long pole. Finds Tracy. Tracy, that shot will be deflected away, and it will be out for Howard possession. Noah. Against a short pole here, Noah probably is licking his chops on this one. He will dodge towards the right side. Looking for a pass. He slips. Is able to get back up. Now he's got some room. Shot saved. As Noah made a nice move there, had a tight angle, tried to go for the bottom left corner and couldn't quite sneak it through as Richardson had that one covered. Peterson. Long pass across the skip pass. That one's blocked away as Peterson had that one taken off of his stick and picked up by Richardson. Army able to clear it up. Slack having to run back to the hole to try to pick up the defense position, but Army is still trying to get their attacking midfield set up. This is Petrignani, the goal scorer for Army, working his way around, but Loftus is just harassing him the whole way. Now it's going to be Lambert coming through. Lambert with the bounce shot. That one will bounce over Peterson's head, and harmlessly go behind the cage. Army did have the backup, so they keep possession. Dodge towards the middle. He'll shoot high, and that one also goes high. As Plunkett. Here's some chanting of air ball. I believe that's the men's basketball team that's out there that's perhaps using some of their own lingo to apply to this sport. Good for them for doing what they know best. The men's lacrosse team, some of the most fervent supporters of the basketball team throughout the season, as the student section out here to return the favor and support their fellow Dragons. And that's going to be an off-ball push, and that will result in the first foul against the Dragons, and they will go on the man down. So that will be a pushing foul on number 28, Aaron Rubling, and it will be just a 30-second call. Army swinging the ball around, shot into the low corner, and it's a goal. Army picks up the man-up goal as they really took advantage quickly and have cut the Dragons' lead to just 2. So Dawson Clark gets the man-up goal. Evan Plunkett with the assist. Wentz was back into the face-off circle for Howard. Ball still bouncing around, and it's going to be Tracy who comes to pick up the ground ball. So Howard goes back to their first midfield as they continue to try to rotate those attacking midfielders and keep their legs fresh. Army coming in with a much less depth on their squad. Just 4 players on the bench right now, coming in with 14 dressed. Howard, they've got a few full squads available to him. Zajac trying to shrug off his defender. Army playing Ironman lacrosse here today. Bruno tried a little wraparound shot, and that one goes wide. But a good job by Zajac to follow that up.
Goal scored by number 12, Dawson Clark, assisted by number 17, Evan Plunkett.
Zajac from the X that was Bruno from the X trying to find Zajac. What a move there! And it is just a great individual effort from Zane Delby, who did a little pump fake, dodge, slide across, and bounces the shot into the goal. And the Dragon extend their lead back up to 3 at 5-2. Wentz back in there for Howard. And a little trip up there, and it's going to be holding against the Dragons. So Dalpy gets his second. Lambert will pick this up, and he will immediately charge forward. Army does get their midfield in as Lambert originally came out, but he is back in. I wonder if he went to change sticks between his face-off stick and his attacking stick. Oh, a good dodge there. Shot off the post. Evan Plunkett plunks the post, and Dragons get the pickup. And, oh, that's going to be a great play, pushed out of bounds. As Bryce Ferguson picked up the ball and was running down the sideline, but there come Jonah Nadius, who just shoves him right out of bounds. Perfectly legal play and forces the turnover, and Army is able to get it right back. Minute 49 left in this first quarter. One that has been quite action-packed. This is Lambert. Finds Plunkett. And they will swing it all the way back around behind the cage. Now he's going to make a move in. Shot that's going to be blocked by Minnick. Picked up by Army as they look to try to catch the Dragons off guard. Loftus doing a good job of not giving him anything to shoot for. Petrangi trying to slide around. Shot saved by Peterson again. That one went right at him. But Petrangi. And it's going to be quick clear by Howard. It's going to be pulled down. And Ferguson draws the penalty this time. And it's just going to be called an off-ball push, not a penalty, just a foul. So nobody goes to the penalty box, but Dragons do keep possession. Howard with 45 seconds to try to get one more goal on the board here. It is back to the second midfield as Philip Peterson looks to run a play. Comes off the screen, goes behind the goal. This is Tatum, who is now back in there. Originally listed as starter, but it's been Zajac who's been getting most of the play. Flip backwards. What a play there. Dalpy just hit it between his legs. Ball still scrambling around. No clear possession, and it is going to be picked up now. Looking for the fast break. That shot is going to be blocked away. A good job as Dawson Clark tried to get one last shot off, but blocked away by the Howard defense. And Dragons will take a 5-2 lead after the first quarter. A good one for the Dragons to start out. We'll take a quick break and be back with you after this short intermission. We are back into action here as the second quarter is back to begin. Dragons ahead 5-2 on Army in this season opener. And the two sides have switched ends for the second quarter, as Howard will now be going from left to right on your screen in the gold. Army going from right to left in the all black. It is going to be won by Army cleanly. That's a good job by John Sullivan to pick up the long pole. Guys, slides in the shot, goal! And John Sullivan with the long pole is able to pick up the ground ball, dodge himself right into the middle of the Dragons' attacking zone. Nobody picked him up, and he cuts into the Dragons' lead just 15 seconds into the second quarter. Howard will switch it up and give Harmon a chance to make up for that one.
Army prep goal number 6, John Sullivan.
And Harmon jumped on that one, so that is going to be the Dragons' first faceoff violation of this half. Harmon trying to anticipate the whistle there, just jumped a little bit early. And that is going to be Army's chance to keep chipping away at this lead. Easily slides around, the help comes, shot, that one's off the post. Jonah Nadius bounced one right off, and that is going to be a good pass in and a goal. And Army is looking good now. So CJ Montorio, he'll get credit for the goal as he slid right into the middle and had an uncontested shot from right in front of the Dragons' cage. Give credit to Petrani with the assist. And the Howard defense just has looked a little bit out of sorts in this second quarter. I know we're only a minute into it, but giving up 2 quick, easy goals right off the bat is certainly not what you want to see out of your team.
Army prep goal number 18, CJ Monterio, assisted by number 10, Alex Petrignani. Timeout, Howard.
So it will be Harmon that goes back out for the Dragons, getting the opportunity to try to get some momentum going. The Dragons' defensive side still talking to their players, but they've got to break it up as everybody else is ready to go. And finally, they get the message. So Harmon versus Lambert. And the Dragons really could use a face-off win here. They're a bit starved of it of late. Lambert flips it forward to himself and wins it again. Cal Lambert has been controlling that face-off circle. Well shot. That one's going to be a low one, but Peterson makes a big save there as Clark had a chance to tie the game. Peterson able to stop that one that was hunting for the lower left corner. Finds Bruno. Good pump fake there. Bruno going to keep going himself. And then he'll dish it off to Blanche. Dalpy, Tatum, and Noah, all 3 attackers get a touch on it. And the first midfield is in there of Tracy, Bruno, and Blanche once more. Blanche goes to his left. Noah backstepping under a double team there. He loses his stick, loses the ball, and it is going to be a turnover. Brendan McCary did it all himself as he just knocked it away. Now he's going to keep going to his shot there by McCary, and that one goes just wide. Brendan McCary was feeling it there. Forced the turnover, picks up the ground ball, takes it all the way for the clearance, and tried to just top it off with a goal. Couldn't quite finish it as he will slowly jog his way back to midfield. Lambert up against Asher Minnick. Good switch there as Minnick is just right in his face. Petronati looking for anywhere to go. He does get away from him for a second. But a good, strong play there by the short stick defensive midfielder for Howard. Into the middle. Finds the Plunkett behind the goal. Army now taking almost the whole clock here. Shot there, and it's going to be a goal. And Howard easily lets that man in way too easily, I should say. Petronati slides just through. No help on the weak side for the Dragons defense. And the Army Black Knights have scored 3 straight in this second quarter.
Army prep goal number 10, Alex Petrignani. That's his second. We're tied at 5.
3 goals in 3 minutes in the second quarter, and they have tied the game up at 5-all. Wentz goes back to the circle as the Dragons continue to rotate their faceoff men, trying to find some kind of a winning formula to get the faceoff. And a flag goes up in the air. And it's going to be so the Dragons pick up their third violation. Third face-off violation of the half. That means it is going to be a penalty, just a 30-second penalty. And it will be served by Wentz. So Army with a chance now, man up to take a lead. Howard trying to see if they can find a stop. Dragons staying tight. Plunkett tries to slide it over. Petronati finds Plunkett back up, slides it once more. Good job by the Dragons. They haven't given up a shot yet. Petronati now will take one, saved by Peterson. Oh, a massive hit there by McCary. Flag is thrown, and Tracy just got rocked. Absolutely rocked on the blind side. And he is able to get up and walk off on his own power. Trying to show off that it just didn't affect him at all. But man, that was a shot. So the referees now will have a discussion about what exactly the call is here. And we will get the call from the referee. And it's just going to be an offsides call against McCary as he came across midline to make that hit. So it's just going to be a 30-second penalty. So the Dragons probably were hoping for something a little bit more, but it will just be 30 seconds. They were able to kill off the penalty for the faceoff violation, but now Howard will get their 30-second opportunity to try to regain the lead in a second quarter that has been dominated by Army, but in one shot here, they could just change that momentum in an instant. Noah playing up top. Gets it inside to Peterson. Peterson tries a bounce shot, and it bounces over the crossbar. Just a few seconds left. They're going to get one more shot at it. Tatum. And it's going to be slacked away. Shot. Oh, that was a good save there. Zane Dalpy going for the mid-right side. And a great save by Richardson to snag that one away. Good movement there by the Dragons. Just couldn't quite find the back of the net. Dished off by the long pole, and Army with possession behind the Howard cage. Plunkett, the long pass across to Lambert. Lambert had some room in front of him, but decided not to go after it. as Rubling was right there in his face. Plunkett up against the short stick of Slack. Dodges forward, shot, and Peterson tried to save low, but the shot came high. And that is going to be an Army lead, as CJ Montorio finds the top of the cage. Give credit to Plunkett on the assist, and Army is ahead 6-5. 5 minutes into this second quarter. It will be Wentz going up against Lambert on this one. That is going to be an Army faceoff violation this time, as Dragons will get the free possession. Howard back to the second midfield. Peterson finds Stratmeyer. Oh, Stratmeyer takes one to the face. No call there. He's still going forward. Not sure how the referees missed that one. It'll be Stratmeyer still running around. Noah goes behind the cage to Tatum. Caleb Tatum standing at 6'2", 225 pounds, a mammoth of a man for anybody to deal with. Takes on his man one-on-one. A flag is down, so the Dragons will have an opportunity for a man up after this play. Peterson taking a lot of abuse, but he'll try to go for the pass in the middle, knocked away, and we will find out what that flag is exactly for. It is going to be an illegal procedure penalty, as he did not give the Dragons enough space on the reset. So James Sporo, will go to the box for 30 seconds, and Howard will get the man-up opportunity. They were effective with their man-up in the first quarter. Less so in the second quarter thus far, but they get another chance at it. Dalpy finds Bruno. Bruno just holding on to it way too long. Howard trying to get him to move the ball quicker. Now it's going around. Noah shot, goal! There it is. The Dragons finally get one back as Chase Noah puts it in, man up. Bruno gets the assist, and Howard has tied the game back up at 6-6. Wentz going up against Lambert. Wentz able to pull it away, and Wentz is going to be on the go. Had a little bit of a traffic in front of him. Now he gives it up, and it's going to be taken away. Oh, but a good pickup. And a big play there by Bryce Ferguson once again to come up with a big ground ball, and is able to keep it alive for Howard, but then it's given away. So a little bit of a scramble play there, as the Dragons could not quite get clean possession, trying to just settle it down. And midway through the second quarter, it will be Army with another chance on the offensive end. Plunkett up against Connor. Good moves there. He's just dodging back and forth. Shot by Petrani, and that is going to be blocked away. Good job by the Dragons defense to close that one down, not let it get through. Monturio will take on Slack here. Going down the left side. Slack just trying to make sure he can't pull it back to the right side for a shot, and a good job there, just forcing it to go wide. And seeing that the shot clock was running out, it is just going to be thrown into the corner, and the Dragons with a great defensive stop there as Clark